Okay, so this is how to do the single leg RDL exercise. So it's a little bit like a deadlift, except we're just doing it on one leg and we're not really going to allow our knee to bend very much at all. So you're standing on one leg. I do have a slight bend in that knee, so it's what I would call a soft knee position. So essentially that just means that my knee is not hyperextended. There's a little bit of a bend in it, and then I'm going to keep the knee locked in place there. It doesn't bend any more than that throughout the entire exercise. So I take my other foot off the ground. Then from here, I'm going to kick this free leg behind me as I think about folding myself in half at my hip. So kick the free leg back, fold in half. Think about bringing your stomach towards your thigh as you kick back. And the entire time that I'm doing that, this leg does not bend. When you get as far as you can, which should be at the point where you have the biggest stretch on your hamstring, on this leg, I'm then going to pull back up by pulling through my hamstring and squeezing my glute at the top. It's also completely fine to use your arms for a counterbalance if you need to. So what that means is that as you kick back, you're reaching out in front with your arms to make it a bit easier to balance. Ideally, you want to end up in this position where your body is parallel with the floor, but when you're starting off, you might only be able to go a few inches while keeping the good technique. Lastly, if you're at the point where you can use a weight with this, I would recommend starting off holding the weight on the same side that your standing leg is on. So my left leg is on the ground, I'm holding with my left arm then, and then let that arm reach out in front just like you were before as a counterbalance. The harder version then would be to hold the weight in the opposite side to the one that you're standing in. Alright, that is the single leg RDL exercise.